Grill Sergeant here. What's going on, Grillbillies? Today we are going to be looking at a 100-day dry-aged prime grade New York strip. I cannot wait to carve into this thing. So let's whip out the big knives and let's start the show. When it comes to aging beef, there's two routes you can go. There's wet aging and there's dry aging. In this episode, we're going to be looking at dry aging. How I dry aged my steak is with the Steak Ager. This is the Steak Ager Pro 40. I've had this New York strip in here now for 100 days. Now, this is actually the second cut of beef that we're going to be trying out. The first one I did, it was a choice grade 18-pound ribeye roast. I aged it for 45 days. When I cut into it and tasted it, hands down, it was the best steak I've ever had. Normally for New York strip, they say, hey, take it to 35 days, you should be good. Well, forget that. We're going triple digits here. 100 days. I cannot wait to see what's in this bad boy. Now, a question you have is, what the heck is dry age? So dry aging is the process of letting your meat rot, in a sense, in a temperature and humidity controlled environment. Around it is formed the pellicle. It's nasty. It looks moldy and disgusting, but what it's actually doing is protecting the inside of the meat. So you'll see when we cut into this thing, it looks like a beautiful fresh red steak. It's going to be so good. That's why I really like this Steak Ager Pro 40. I can literally get a cut of beef at Costco, take it out of the packaging, truss it up, throw it in here. It sets the temperature at 40 degrees and it keeps it there the whole time. Enough flapping my gums. Let's get this thing out and check it out. This is insane. 100 days. This thing, I mean, would you eat this? Realistically, be honest. Let me know in the comment section, would you eat this just looking at this right now? We have this thing trussed, so I am going to cut it open, and now we are just going to go around and take off our string that was basically holding this thing together. Let's get this thing out of this rack. Oof. Let it go. All right, there we go. Man, you can smell slight blue cheese, a very nutty smell to it. Now, what I do like about the rack system is it leaves an indent within the meat. They purposely did this so when you're cutting into your steaks, these are 1.5 inch little marks. In a sense, is a guide of, hey, you need to cut your meat right here. Let's cut in. 100 days. I'm literally nervous right now. This is gonna be insane. And the funny thing is the pellicle is somewhat hard to get through, but here we go. Just trying to get through this. There we go. All right, moment of truth. Here we go. Look at that. Unfreaking believable. That looks so good. And so you see, you have all this beautiful red protected beef. And then what we'll do is, before we cook the steaks, we're just going to cut off this outside pellicle, and then we're going to be enjoying some amazing dry aged steaks. But that is unbelievable that after 100 days, that is crazy. So without further ado, I am just going to go in here and cut the rest of these steaks, and then we're going to fire up the grill. I mean, come on, I figure what good is showing you this? We gotta taste test this. I'm going to slice these bad boys up, and we'll tune back in when these are ready to throw on the grill. Man, oh man, we got our steaks cut up into our 1.5 inch thick, and now the only other thing we have to do is we have to go in and we basically have to trim off this outer pellicle. So I'm going to trim these up, and then we're gonna be eating good. So let's start trimming these bad boys up. So we got our coals heated up, and then I'm going to bank my coals to one side of the kettle. There we go. Grate in here. We're gonna let it come up to temperature. Now we're going to season our steaks. Now the trick is, You don't want to go and use crazy fancy rubs and stuff like that. Go easy on the salt, go easy on the pepper, let the meat speak for itself. But yeah, let's season up the steaks and then we'll throw them on the kettle. Lift up this lid, and then we're going to take these babies right here and we're just going to place them onto the grill. Now they actually are going to cook a lot faster because the moisture content has been taken out of the meat. So these steaks definitely cook a lot quicker. I am going to put post oak in here and basically just let that nice smoke flavor hit it. We'll tune back in when we're ready to sear these steaks, so stay tuned. Now that the steaks have a beautiful sear on them, we are going to pull them off. Oh man, these are looking and smelling good. And we've already waited 100 days, but we're gonna wait 10 more minutes just to let all those juices pull back to the center of the meat. It feels like the longest wait of my life, but I know it's gonna be worth it. So I'm gonna go sharpen my knives right now, and then we're gonna tune back in when it's time to carve in. So don't go anywhere, all right? I am done waiting. Let's carve in right now. For a taste test, I'm going to grab one of these, and the smell is, oh man, heavenly. So we're just going to pop this in. That was absolutely insane. I am blown away. The flavor profile almost turns into a bacon mouthfeel. Now mind you, it's beef, but you're like, man, you get so bombarded, and it really doesn't. I'm very surprised. This is 100 days. And I'm expecting like dry aged, like this funk. You do feel kind of like a slight nuttiness, very bacon, like it tastes more like bacon than beef, that's kind of trippy, but it is the most flavorful cut of beef I have ever tried in my entire life. So, was dry aging a 100-day New York strip, was it worth it? I would actually say yes on this one. It's definitely worth the wait. Is there anything you want to see me dry age? I can pretty much dry age anything from brisket to tri-tip to you name it. I could probably fit it in there. So let me know in the comment section what you want me to dry age. Total dry age success. Thank you for sticking with us. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what to do, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, right? Grill Sergeant out. And other than that, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Oh, you son of a... It's midnight, man. It is midnight.
I was going to say, you almost made it.
I've almost made it, too. And you have this guy who, for whatever reason, he lives there, too. I need to go back to the doctor. Maybe he can enlarge something.